In this video, we'll go through setting up your design settings to add things like your brand colours or web design colours, your fonts, and any custom fonts that you'd like to use throughout your template. So to start off, go to Pages in the left-hand panel and click on Design Settings Guide at the top, and then go to the top right corner and click Preview. Then click on the blue link. This will open this up in a new tab. Don't worry, we don't need this just yet, so if you go back to Showit, close down this window, and then in the top left corner you'll see Design Settings, so you just want to open this up. Once this opens, you'll see a few different settings in here, and we'll go through them all individually. So to start off, you've got your colour palette. Now this is the area that you can put your brand colours or just any colours that you plan on using throughout your web design. This colour palette's been designed in a specific way for our templates, which is why we've created the Design Settings Guide to help you understand this. So if you click on this tab, and you'll see a breakdown of which colours have been used in which aspects of the website. So number 1 and 2 are your text colours. Number 1 is for dark text that's used on any light backgrounds or canvases, and number 2 is light text that's been used on any darker backgrounds or canvases. 3 and 4 are similar, but these are specifically your accent colours, so any buttons or any areas that are clickable, such as read more. And then you've got alternative accents, so this is a spare colour. We haven't actually used this within the templates, but you can feel free to add whichever colour you like in here, and this can just be a spare colour that you can use throughout your design. Moving on to our background colours, so we've got number 8 is our main background colour, and this is the colour that you'll see mainly throughout the design. So if I take you to the home page, you'll see this in this section here, and in a handful of sections throughout the website. So this is our main colour. You've then got your secondary background colour, which is the second most frequently used colour. So for example, this section here, it's been used, and similarly you'll see this throughout the rest of the website. And then number 6 is an alternative background colour, and this is the least used. You may see it occasionally throughout the design, so feel free to add whichever colour you would like in here. Now when you're changing these colours, it's important to note that for the design to work as it currently does, you would need to put any dark colours that you plan on using in the dark boxes, so dark text, dark accents, and then any lighter colours that you plan on using would need to go in the other boxes, so light text, light accents, and then your background colours here. It is an option to use any darker colours for backgrounds or any other areas that you like, so we'll go through both of those scenarios so that you understand what differences that would make. So let's say we would like to use this colour palette here. We'll go for the option that's most similar to our design, so this would be sticking to putting light colours in the lighter boxes. So if I copy this colour here and change this to our main background colour by going into Showit, clicking Design Settings, and finding the colour that matches with where it is on this chart here, so number 8, click on the colour and put the hex code for the colour that you want to use. And we'll do the same for the secondary background colour that we're using here by pasting the hex code here. And then we'll also change the accent colour too. So if I save those changes, now you'll see that the design's been updated on all of the pages. So for example, this section here has now been changed to the secondary background colour, and this can be seen throughout the design. So if you follow the principle of replacing all of the light colours with your lighter colours and replacing all of the dark colours with darker, you should achieve a similar design to the original template, and that's the easiest way to customise the template. It simply means that any areas that have a light background with dark text on it will remain in that way, and everything's nice and easy to read, and you won't need to tweak much manually. Alternatively, if you want to go for a different option and transform your website with a darker background colour, that is absolutely an option, so we'll go through what that looks like because there is a little bit more manual tweaking involved in that. So let's say you want to use this main background colour of a dark green. I'll go back into Design Settings and change this to dark green. Now what you'll see immediately is that there's a clash of colours between the font colours that have been used throughout the website for the text and the background colour. So if I click Save, You'll see again it's changed the look of the design, but as I said, you can see that the darker text doesn't seem to quite work anymore with this design. So what you would likely want to do is change this to your lighter text colour. An easy way that you can do this is to go into your design settings, and then you'll see type styles just below your colour palette. Now, whenever you're changing any of these, it will change it throughout the design, so you can customise everything to do with your title, heading, subheading and paragraph. So if we go in and change it from colour 1, which is your dark text colour, to colour 2, which is your light text colour, you'll see that this is now a lot more visible in your design. So we'll just go through and customise that on the title, heading, subheading and paragraph. And now if we click save, you'll see this has updated this in the design. Now, when you look through the design, what you'll see is there's some areas that have been changed to your lighter text colour, but they simply just don't work with the design. So this is where the manual tweaking comes in. So what you want to do is click on each of these individually, and you'll need to go to colour in the right hand panel under text style, and then select number 1 for your dark text colour. So when you're editing this, sometimes it can be a little bit challenging because it's a lighter text on a lighter background. So if you want to make sure that you've captured everything and change it to a darker colour as it needs to be, then simply go to the left hand panel and click page. And then for the section that you're in, it will show you all of the elements that have been used in that area. So as I go over them or I click on them, you'll see that there's a blue box surrounding them. So what's usually best practice is to click on each one and then go up here in the right hand side to text style and change the colour here, and just click on them individually. That way you'll make sure that there's nothing that's been missed and there's nothing that's blended in with the background and been forgotten about. So if we were going to customise this section here, we just go in and change everything that needs to be changed to the darker colour. So we'll change this testimonial. And as you can see, with just a few simple tweaks, it's been completely customised now to match the dark background colour and the light text throughout. So all you'll need to do is, once you've made the changes to your colour palettes, you'll just need to go through page by page and check that you're happy with everything and make any manual changes that are needed. So if we head back into design settings, so we've been through colour palette and type styles, we've covered that too. So just a reminder that type styles will allow you to change everything to do with the titles, headings, subheadings and paragraphs that have been used throughout your design. So your colour, your font, your sizing and any spacing as well. If we go into the next tab, title fonts, this is the area where you can see the fonts that are currently being used in the design, and these are the fonts that you have access to. You've then got Google Fonts. So if you want to take a look at Google Fonts to look at any that you might feel like adding into your design, it will take you straight there. Or you can just click on the drop down menu here and search for the font that you want to add. So if we search for a font that's not currently being used, and it will also give you the option to pick the style of the font, so the different weights that you want to use of it. All you would need to do is click on each one, add Google Font, and then it will add it to your active fonts list. If you have any custom fonts that you want to use in your design, all you need to do is just make sure you've got a download of the WOFF font file for it, click Upload Custom Font, and add this file here, and then this will allow this to be added into your active fonts here. So we've been through everything with your design settings, so this is the first thing that you'll want to do when you come into your design, just to make it as easy as possible to customise it, and then you can go through and do any manual tweaks that are required from there.